Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been forever. I think the last update I gave you guys was in September for my 8-year surgiversary from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, weight loss surgery. Happy New Year. Today is January 4th, 2025. Oh, I'm so glad we're done the last 4-ish years. 2020 just traumatized me. I know I'm not the only one. I know you guys all have gone through the same things. 2020 was crazy. And all the way, I feel like I want to get to heaven and ask God for my 4 years back because I feel like, I don't know. I can't even put words to it. But anyway, so I'm here for a life update. It has been so long. I'm going to get you guys filled in on all of the stuff that's happening in my life, my family, my Wegovy journey, where I'm at with my weight, where I'm at with eating and all of that good stuff. So let me start by saying I am Dory. I am 5'4" tall. I am 52 years old. And on September 12th, 2016, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery in Hartford, Connecticut with Dr. Darren Tischler. My highest weight ever recorded was 350 pounds. My day of surgery weight was 300.5. When I started the journey, I was about 324. So I lost about 25 pounds before, like on the pre-op diet and just working up toward getting the surgery. I know a lot of people want to know how long it took from the time I went to my surgeons till I had the approval from my insurance company. I started asking questions in May. I had my first appointment in June. And then I did all of the things right away that the insurance company asked me to do. And so by September, I had it scheduled. I had it scheduled in August and it was September 12th. My lowest weight, let's see, after I had surgery, I was 300.5. Then I got down to, just after the surgery, I got down to 156.3. Then that was probably within the first 2.5, 3 years. It was actually December of 2019. So 5 years ago, I had gotten down to 156.3. Then for the next couple of years, I was in the 160s, 162 to 167-ish for about 2 or 3 years. Then in October of 2023, was it 2023? No, 2022, I went to the doctors, and at that point I was 182. So I went up just a little bit. I was still feeling great, still doing all the things. Everything was fine. But for whatever reason, I had gained back just a little bit of weight. So at that appointment, October of 2022, I got put on a injectable weight loss medication called Saxenda. It was a daily injection. And the only reason I got put on that was because Wegovy was on back order. Actually, all of them were really on back order in the beginning of, the end of 2022, beginning of 2023. So I did the Saxenda daily injectables, and I went from 182 to 160, I want to say 65, 66. And that was going great. But then, of course, it was a daily injection. So that was kind of a pain. Then you had to kind of put your own needles in. It wasn't a huge issue, but doing it weekly was a lot easier for me. So in January, it's been 2 years, January 13th, I remember it was Friday the 13th, January 13th of 2023, I started Wegovy. And then by the end of 2023, maybe August-ish, I was finally on the maintenance dose of 2.4, which is where I am still now. I actually just did my my shot before I started this video. So it's been 2 years exactly, January, almost 2 years, I should say. On the 13th, it'll be 2 years that I have been on Wegovy. So at the point I started Wegovy, as I said, I was about 165, I want to say. and the lowest I've seen is 130. I feel great at 130, but that really wasn't, I don't think that was feasible to maintain the 130. I'm not really, I want to say it like, not too loosely, like maintaining. I'm not really focusing on that now. I think after being done like weight loss stuff for 8 years, I mean, it's almost 8.5 years. And basically, I'm like, I don't know, it's just not the focus anymore. And I think that's probably why I don't do videos enough or often. I know I can like come up with some recipes and things or whatever I'm eating. And I think maybe I'll focus on doing more of that. But it's just not the focus of, oh no, should I eat that? Oh, what if I gain 5 pounds or whatever? So let me just say, I went down to 130. And then I was like 133 to 135, maybe 136 for the bulk of this time. So from the bulk of, I want to say, I should have went back and looked before I started the video, but I want to say that it's been about a year, maybe a year and a couple of months that I have been in the 130s. Christmas, of course, happened. We had an amazing time for Christmas. My in-laws flew in from North Carolina. They were here from December 23rd until January 3rd. They just left yesterday. And my brother-in-law and sister-in-law drove in from Staten Island, and they were here the 29th, and then they left the 31st. So we got some time with them. It was just amazing going out to dinners, having the whole family. We played board games at my house. We just had a really, really, really special time. Lots of memories, lots of pictures. It's been so long since I've done filming that if I can put some pictures at the end, if I remember how to do that, I think I can still do that. But anyways, I will do that. I did, we went to Chili's on New Year's Day with my son and daughter-in-law, my daughter, my son-in-law. Their 3 children. There's 2 with, my son has 2, my daughter has 1. So my 3 granddaughters were there, my in-laws were there, me, my husband, we have 4 kids at home, but only 3 went. My son doesn't really like to eat at restaurants, so he stayed home. But my other 3 children were there. So I had 5 of my 6 children there, and their, the 2 spouses, the grandchildren. It was just a special, special, special time. So we went to Chili's, and I did end up using the restroom, and I took a couple of pictures, so that way I have something new. I take pictures like with other people, but I don't think I've been taking like full body shots of myself. But in any event, that's what I did. And so I'll put that at the end too. So let's see. So that was a great time. So because of all of the eating and drinking and wine and whatever, yesterday I weighed and I was like 140. So, it's not a big deal, 140. I'll be in the 130s. I'm sure I'm probably 138 right now because I can just tell how things are fluctuating. Plus, I'm concentrating now on no going out to eat. I'm trying not to spend money, although on the 1st, I was supposed to do a no-spend January. On the 1st, I didn't really realize it, but we went out to Chili's, so of course I bought that. So we paid that. That was like $100 or whatever. And then yesterday, without even thinking about it, my printer, which is behind me over here, I don't know, it's kind of an awkward thing. It's an HP inkjet, but we've had it only maybe a year or something. I don't know, but it's just annoying, and you have to like feed it 1 page at a time, and it's not conducive to what we need it for. So I purchased off Amazon another printer and then printer paper. And then I got my daughter, my 15-year-old, a smartwatch. So without even realizing it, I went ahead and spent money on my no-spend January. But anyway, so so I'm trying not to do that. And I think during January, I'm going to try to do, I think probably from now to the end of the month, I'm going to do no alcohol and just a lot of water. So I'm just got to flush myself out. My husband, the same thing. He's been feeling horrible because, I mean, we're eating like all the bread and pasta and rice and, you know, all of that we don't normally eat. So basically what we are going to do, or what I do for meal prep is, on TikTok, there's a creator named Tini, Tini, and she makes this amazing mac and cheese. So I made that a couple of times. I made it for Thanksgiving, I made it for Christmas, and then I made it as a meal prep for myself for work, and that was delicious. But obviously there was you know, it's pasta, so, and lots of cheese and, you know, all that. So I won't eat that too often. So but this past week, let's see, we went back to school on the 2nd and 3rd, and then today's the 4th. So we went Thursday and Friday, and I had leftovers. My mother-in-law made a delicious homemade chili, and I had some rice with it, a little bit of rice, but I'm still eating just out of those little containers, those little glass Snapware containers. So with the shot, I can tell you definitely the food noise is still gone. The appetite suppressant still works. Like when I went to Chili's, I had like my leftover mac and cheese. I had that one day at work. I had that Thursday, I think. But basically I had ordered a side of the loaded mac and cheese, which is just in a little tiny container. And then I had the 3 pieces of the mozzarella sticks. And so while I was there, I was able to eat one mozzarella stick, like mozzarella, it's like this big, one of those, that's all I ate. And then I ended up taking the rest home. So that was fine. So that's basically, I still have small portions. I still get full very quickly. I still have the food noise gone. I don't have to be bombarded with any kind of thinking of different foods and things like that. What else? Yeah, I don't know. The shot has just been really great. My oldest daughter is also taking it, but I think she's going to be switching to Zepbound instead of Wegovy. A friend of mine also has been on Wegovy, but it hasn't reached her to goal, so I think she's also going to go on Zepbound. That's another once-a-week injectable. Mine is a semaglutide, and that one is a tirzepatide, which is like what's in Mounjaro. Let's see. So this week for meal prep, what I'm making, I took out 2 pounds of the organic grass-fed 8515 ground beef. So I think I'm going to make like up some kind of a little type of chili. I'll probably just get that going. I'll put some like green chilies in it. I'll put some white northern beans, probably some tomato, like stewed tomatoes or something like that. And then I'll probably put some, I'll put seasoning, of course, and probably some cheese, some kind of a melty cheese in it. And so I think I will have that for the week coming up for work. So I took that out this morning. I'll cook it tomorrow, and then I'll have it Monday through Friday at work. For the most part, I will only eat breakfast or eat something in the morning if I'm feeling nauseous or I'm feeling like I need to have it, if I need to like take vitamins or something. So like this morning I made myself 2 pancakes with blueberries and chocolate chips. So I ate 2 pancakes and that's it. And then I'll probably eat maybe like 1 or 2 o'clock. I might start getting a little bit hungry, and so then I'll eat then. But yeah, so I'm concentrating on just water. I woke up today with a little bit of a headache. So I'm trying to kind of, I took some Excedrin tension headache medicine, like 6 o'clock this morning. So I'm just trying to, get rid of my headache, but I think the water will do it. So yeah, this weekend I'm just going to, we were very busy while my in-laws were here, and with Christmas and everything. Yesterday while I was at work, my husband actually took down all of the outdoor Christmas decorations and the indoor Christmas decorations, which was such a blessing. He really is such a good guy. Then I found out one of my brother-in-laws, the one who came to visit, his wife told me that he also did that, took all the decorations down for her as well. So when I got home, I was able to just put my living room back together to, my normal decor, and, vacuum and clean, which because my in-laws and everybody were here so often, we were just, you know, cleaning and picking up as we're going. So it was actually really, really nice. So let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything off limits. It's just, I know my body, like what makes me feel bloated or what makes me feel sluggish or tired. And so, yeah, I try not to eat those things. Of course, over the holidays, I let myself just have whatever I felt like eating. Let's see. Also for energy, I started drinking the sugar-free Monsters. I usually just have one a day, so it'll give me a little bit of energy instead of taking those energy pills that I've been taking for like 20 years. They have like the ephedra in them and stuff, so I stopped taking those. What else? I'm looking forward to the new administration coming in for our presidency, and I'm just looking forward to just a new, refreshed new year. I like when, you know, it's the new year. 2025, I feel like, is going to be a great year. I feel like just for food prices going down, I feel like, you know, the military is getting a raise this month. So my husband, who is in the military, will get a little bit of a raise. Let's see. Else. I'm still in, like, my tops are size small. My bottoms are like size 6 jeans. I can fit into small leggings, like the leggings that are at Costco, the black leggings. Those are my favorite. I think I have, I don't know, 100 pairs, all black. But I used to be in mediums for years and years since surgery, and then now I'm just in the small. Let's see. Yeah, I've lost a great amount of weight. I feel great. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, is that really her? Skin removal, I've never been able to get it. I was denied by the insurance company 3 times. I don't know if it will be something that I can do again in the future to see if I can get approved. I definitely would love to come into a lot of money and be able to afford it in Mexico at Dr. Alex Galvez. But unless I win the lottery, I don't see that coming from anywhere. I'm still supporting my mom as far as making her meals every week. Yeah, if you go back to, previous videos, maybe, I don't know, last year or something, I went into depths on taking care of my aunt when she was on hospice. That's my mom's sister, and just my brother, being an alcoholic and all of that. He actually I Section 35'd him. He went to rehab for about, it was like 56 days. He was 8 months sober, but then he fell off the wagon a little bit. Then he was sober again, and then he moved in here with us in August. But right before Thanksgiving, he started drinking again. So he actually is moved out at the moment. Although he did call and is asking for a second chance. I believe in second chances for sure. But I'm kind of thinking about it instead of just jumping in and moving him back here. Now, I can say that while he was here, he paid rent. He was an active family member with us. He cooked, he sat with us and had dinner. My kids absolutely loved Uncle Pete being here. When he is sober, he's an amazing human being. He reminds me of my dad, who passed away when I was only 21. And he's just a really, really, really good guy. And he's 50 years old, but he's had a lot of trauma in his life, and he just was an addict and an alcoholic since he was 5 years old. So, there's just a lot there. So I'm not really sure. He when he was here, he had gotten an amazing job with a family-owned company in their distribution center. It was hard work, but he was making it work. He was making great money. But in this last bout with alcohol, he lost that job. So we have to really weigh in on how that's going to work, if he's going to come back here for a second chance, or, and then get a job. We don't know, but we are getting some advice from close friends of ours who will be able to help us with that decision and all that. So I'm in my 130s. Definitely struggle still with constipation, stomach aches sometimes, headaches, sometimes side effect of the medication, of the Wegovy. Definitely have to get back to my vitamins. I have not taken vitamins for, I don't even know, a long time. Not consistently. I probably have not taken consistent vitamins for the last 4 years probably. So I definitely need to do that. I have my yearly physical coming up this month. So she'll probably take blood and look at, make sure all my levels are okay. And yeah, so that is my life update. Thanks for hanging in. It's already been 20 minutes. I appreciate you all and have a good day.